Hi guys, let's start a new exercise, exercise 5b, which is factorizing a trinomial by splitting the middle term. Basically, it's of the form ax squared plus bx plus c. Now, before I get into this, let's go back to what we've learned earlier, which is expansions. I have an expansion of x plus 3 multiplied with x plus 2. So I multiply this, I would get x squared plus 2x plus 3x plus 3 into 2, which means x square plus 2 plus 3 times x plus 2 into 3. If I compare this, ax square plus bx plus c, I get a into c is 1 into 2 into 3, which is 2 into 3, and b is equal to 2 plus 3. So I notice that the multiplication of a and c is equal to the uh, sum of b, which means if I look at the factors of a into c, if I factorize a into c, I get 2 and 3, and the sum of which is the value of b. So the factors of a into c is b. Let's look at one more in case I confused you. Let's look at this one. So this would become x square plus x minus 6x minus 6 into 1. This is x square plus 1 minus 6 times x minus 6 into 1. If I compare it, ax square plus bx plus c, here a into c would be 1 multiplied with 1 multiplied with negative 6. Yes, which is 1 into negative 6. That's the factors of a into c. And if I notice, b is 1 minus 6. The two factors, if I add them, this is what I get. Yes, so I need to factorize a into c in a manner that the sum of which will be the middle term. So that's basically splitting the middle term. So let's look at 6. In this case, ax square plus bx plus c. Here a is equal to 2, b is equal to negative 7, c is equal to 6. So I need to find factors of a into c, which is 12, the sum of which would be negative 7. So let's see what we can do. So 12 can be 1 into 12, 2 into 6, 3 into 4, and then it will become negative 4 into negative 3. Now, the negative 1 into negative 12 will also give me 12. Negative 2 into negative 6 will also give me 12. And negative 3 into negative 4 will also give me 12. So, the sum of which should be negative 7. So, obviously, all these three are out because these will be the sum of these would be positive. Negative 1 plus negative 12 will give me negative 13. This will give me negative 8. This will give me negative 7. So these are the two factors that I'm looking at. Let's see how do we write it. So 2x squared minus 4x minus 3x plus 6. So all I have done is I have split the middle term negative 7 as negative 4 and negative 3. This is exactly what we are doing from here. I was moving from here to here, right? So this is 2x is common between the first two terms. 3 is common between the second two terms. So if I take 2x common, what I'm left with is x minus 2. If I take negative 3 common, I'm left with is x minus 2. I take x minus 2 common, and what I'm left with is 2x minus 3. So 2x minus 3 times x minus 2 would give us 2x squared minus 7x plus 6. I hope this concept is clear. We've done this in class 8 as well. Let's look at one more question, which means in this case a is 3, c is negative 4, and b is negative 11. So I need to find factors of a into c, which is 3 into negative 4, which is negative 12, the sum of which should be negative 11. So negative 12 can be 1 into negative 12 or negative 1 into 12. Next, 2 into negative 6 or negative 2 into 6, 3 into negative 4 or negative 4 into 3. I need a sum of which as negative 11, which means 1 into negative 12 suits us. So I can write this as 3x squared plus x minus 12x minus 4. All I have done is I have broken negative 11 as 1 minus 12. Yes, let's group it the way I have underlined now. So what is common between the first two terms is x. This becomes 3x plus 1. What's common here is negative 4. This becomes 3x plus 1. So 3x plus 1 is common between these two terms. So 3x plus 1 times x minus 4. Right, so let's look at some questions from the exercise and let's see how we go about it. So the first question we do is question number 1. A square plus 10a plus 24. Here a is equal to 1, b is equal to 10, c is equal to 24. So I need to find factors of 1 into 24, the sum of which would be 10. 4 into 6. Yes, my answer, I've got the basic factors. So a square plus 4a plus 6a plus 24. So all I have done is I have broken 10a as 4a plus 6a. Yes, that's all I have done. So now grouping the way I have underlined. So a times a plus 4 plus 6 times a plus 4, which will give me a plus 4 times a plus 6, because a plus 4 is common between these two terms. I would represent my answer as a square plus 10a plus 24 is equal to a plus 4 times a plus 6. So that's the final answer. Let's move on to the next question. Next question is question number 3. It says 1 minus 2a minus 3a square. So I always prefer to write it in the form of reducing order of the power, which is ax square plus bx plus c. So in this case, I need to find factors of negative 3 into negative 1, which is 3, the sum of which should be equal to negative 2. So factors of 3, the sum of which should be negative 2. So so this is not negative 1, this is plus 1. My mistake. Negative 3a square minus 2a plus 1. I need to find factors of negative 3, the sum of which should be negative 2. So I can write negative 3 as negative 3 into 1. Yes, so negative 3a square minus 3a plus a plus 1. So I have broken negative 2a as negative 3a plus a. Grouping it the way I have underlined, what we get common between the first two terms is negative 3a. So this is a plus 1. What's common between the next two elements is 1. So this is a plus 1. What's common between these two terms is a plus 1. And if I take a plus 1 common, what I am left with is negative 3a plus 1. So I could write my answer as 1 minus 2a minus 3a square is equal to a plus 1 times 1 minus 3a. That's my final answer. Let's look at the next question. The next question that we do is question number 5. Question number 5 says 6a square minus a minus 15. So I need to find factors of negative 15 into 6. That's negative 90, the sum of which should be negative 1. So I could look at 9 into 10. I need a negative, which means the negative is a bigger number. So 9 into negative 10. So I will break up negative 1 as 9 and negative 10. So 6a square minus 10a plus 9a minus 15. So instead of negative 1a, I have written negative 10a plus 9a. Now, grouping the way I have underlined, what's common between these two is 2a. What remains here is 3a. 2a into 3a is 6a square. What remains here is minus 5. 2a into 5, yeah, that's correct, negative 10a. What's common here is 3. What remains from the second two terms is 3a minus 5. Now 3a minus 5 is common. So what we have is 3a minus 5 times 2a plus 3. So I would represent my answer as 6a square minus a minus 15 is equal to 3a minus 5 multiplied with 2a plus 3. Perfect. That brings me to the next question, which is question number 9. Question number 9 says 3 minus a times 4 plus 7a. Let's open the bracket. So this is 3 minus 4a minus 7a square. So again, let's write it in the standard form, power reducing power. So this is negative 7a square minus 4a plus 3. So I need to find factors of negative 7 into 3, which is negative 21, the sum of which should be negative 4. I think this is already in that form, negative 7 into 3. So let's group it and write it. So that will be negative 7a square minus 7a plus 4 plus 3a, sorry, plus 3a minus 4a, sorry, plus 3a plus 3. So what I have done is written negative 4a as negative 7a plus 3a, which is nothing but negative 4a. Grouping it the way I have underlined, what I get is what's common between the first two terms. Yes, negative 7a. If I take negative 7a common, what remains here is a. What remains here is 1. Negative 7a square minus 7a. What's common between the second two elements is 3. So a plus 1. Now a plus 1 is common. What it gives me is a plus 1 times negative 7a plus 3. So I can finalize my answer as 3 minus a times 4 plus 7a is equal to a plus 1 multiplied with 3 minus 7a. Yes, that's the final answer. Let's look at the next question. The next question that we have is question number 10. Question 10 says 2a plus b whole square minus 6a minus 3b. I notice this is 2a plus b, and I notice this could also become 2a plus b if I take 3 common. So let's take 3 common. So 2a plus b whole square minus 3 times 2a plus b minus 4. Now I notice that if I take 2a plus b as a variable I introduce on my own, so let 2a plus b is equal to x. What I get is x square minus 3x minus 4. Yes, I can work with the 2a plus b as well, but to make my life easy and visually simple, I'm introducing a variable on my own. Now, if I were to factorize this, I need to find factors of negative 4, the sum of which should be negative 3. So negative 4 can be written as negative 4 into 1. Yes, so what we'll get is x square minus 4x plus x minus 4. Grouping it the way I've underlined, we get x times x minus 4 plus 1 times x minus 4. X minus 4 is common, so x minus 4 times x plus 1. So that's the final answer. No, that's not the final answer yet, because x is a variable which I have introduced on my own. So replace x is equal to 2a plus b. What we get is 2a plus b minus 4 multiplied with 2a plus b plus 1. And this is equal to 2a plus b whole square minus 6a minus 3b minus 4. So that's the final standard form of the answer that you should be writing. Let's look at the next question. The next question we have is question number 11. 1 minus 2a minus 2b. Again, a similar question like the way we done earlier. I notice a plus b, and this can also become a plus b. So 1 minus 2 times a plus b minus 3 times a plus b whole square. So let a plus b is equal to x. What we get is 1 minus 2x minus 3x square. Let's write it in the decreasing order of power. Negative 3x square minus 2x plus 1. So I need to find factors of negative 3, the sum of which should be negative 2, which means negative 3 into 1. Right. So let's split negative 2 as negative 3 plus 1. So negative 3x square minus 3x plus x plus 1. All I have done is broken negative 2x as negative 3x plus x. Grouping it the way I have underlined, what we get is negative 3x common from the first two elements. What remains is x plus 1. And 1 is common between the second set of two elements. X plus 1 is common. So this is x plus 1 times negative 3x plus 1. Now x is an element which I have introduced on my own. So let's replace x with a plus b. What we get is a plus b plus 1 multiplied with negative 3 times a plus b plus 1. Let's open the bracket inside here. So this is a plus b plus 1 multiplied with 1 minus 3a minus 3b. And this is equal to 1 minus 2a minus 2b minus 3 times a plus b the whole square. So that's the way I will represent my final answer. Good. That brings me to an end of this video. Thank you so much. Take care. Be safe. I'll see you with the next video. If you have any questions, please feel free to write into me. Bye bye.